Now what we want to do is we want to send this value to the parent component, right? This one is used in the sign up. So here, so we should have a state. We should create a React state here, and then whenever user types something in, we want to grab that value and put in the state. That way later when user hit the button, we can send that information, grab from the state and send it back to our server so that we can create a user and save in the database, right? So that means let's go ahead and import use state hook so that we can use state. All right, so we add a state here. State variables, let's start with name, and to update this name we're going to use the function called set name equals to use state, and we give the default value of empty string. Again, let's copy this and paste 2 more times, actually 3 more times. One we can use for loading as well. So name, email, set email, and next one password, set password, and then last one we can use for loading, set loading. So we can give this a default value of false, so by default it will be false. Perfect. Now we got the state. All we have to do is pass these values as props. So we can pass 2 props value. For this one we can pass the value name, and to update this value we have the function set name, so we can pass it by the name set value, and the function will be set name. Okay, now we can repeat that here and here. Perfect. Now all we have to do is change the name. So this one will be for email, set email, and next one will be for password. Alright, so you can see user input, we are passing different value and set value functions, right? So value will be different, set value function also will be different. However, since we're using this one component and trying to reuse, we have to use the same name. Even though it is same name, every time it is used for a different, to update the different state. All right, so let's access value and set value function here alongside name, value, set value, and then now we can give the value to the text input value. So whatever user types, we put that in the state. Actually, let's start from here. So when we get the text, we put that in the state. So for example, set value and set value, and we give text. Okay, so whatever we get, whatever user types, whatever text user types, that one we give to this function set value. Now this set value function will set the value in the state, whether it is for name, email, password, whatever that is, it will put in the state. Perfect. Now the value obviously is value, whatever we got, name, email, password. That dynamic value for each component, it's different. All right, so you can see here we got the value and set value as well, which means we should be able to give it a try and see the user input that is saved in the state. To give that a try, we can just use this one. Everything has to be inside text in React Native, so use this text component, and here we can try JSON stringify, and we can see the value that we have in the state, name, email, password. Now we should put it as an object. All right, and then we can pass some arguments as well, no and for. That will make it look a little bit better. You can see here. Awesome. Now if we didn't have this one, that looks all together, that looks a little bit hard to read, so that's why I give these optional values here. So you can see whenever you type something in, now if you type name, you see this has been sent from here. It has been passed to this function. This function is setting the value in the state. So we got the name, email ryan@gmail.com. you can see here, password, something. Now you must have noticed that there is quite a lot of things we have to do here. For example, it is auto correcting the letter. For first letter it is auto capitalizing, so we should remove that. Password, it shouldn't be visible, so we have to change that as well. All right, so we can go ahead and start with those things. And for some reason I have X character here by mistake, so let me just change that so it's back to the center of the screen.